Welcome back again to our channel, Michael Apasible Bulletin. And I am your host, Michael Apasible from the Philippines. In today's topic, we will discuss few pointers on why the statement of China's government and leader, Xi Jinping, should not and cannot be trusted. Specifically, on his statement that there was no cold or hot war between China and Taiwan. Xi Jinping's statement regarding the absence of a Cold War between China and Taiwan and the rest of the country in the region should be analyzed with caution. It is important to consider several factors when evaluating the credibility of such statements. Firstly, the relationship between China and Taiwan has been historically complex and strained. The two have been at odds over issues of sovereignty, with China considering Taiwan as a part of its territory. This ongoing dispute has resulted in tensions and occasional military posturing. Therefore, it is wise to approach Xi Jinping's statement with a degree of skepticism. Secondly, action speaks often louder than words. While Xi Jinping may claim that there is no cold or hot war, it is crucial to closely monitor the actions and policies of the Chinese government towards Taiwan. China's increasing military presence in Taiwan Strait and its efforts to isolate Taiwan diplomatically raise concerns and suggest a different narrative than what is being conveyed through statements. Additionally, the international community's response and analysis of the situation should also be taken into consideration. Experts, diplomats, and scholars with a deep understanding of the complexities of the Taiwan China relationship can provide valuable insights and evaluation on the credibility of Xi Jinping's statement. It is important to approach this issue with a critical mindset and observe the actual situation to have a well rounded understanding of the looming crisis. Xi Jinping's governance has indeed shown a lack of respect for the arbitral ruling that favored the Philippines regarding the South China Sea dispute. The ruling declared China's nine dash line claim a baseless. Yet, the Chinese government has continued to assert its sovereignty over virtually the entire, take a note, the entire South China Sea or West Philippine Sea or the Asian Sea, and also now called, because the Philippines releases the resolution that we will rename it as West Philippine Sea. This behavior has raised concerns among neighboring countries and the international community. It is crucial for all parties involved to engage in peaceful dialogue and abide by the principles of international law and the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, the UNCLOS. Resolving this complex issue and maintaining stability in the region requires adherence to the rule of law and a commitment to peaceful negotiations, which seems to be lacking into China's policy. The situation between the China's Coast Guard and the Philippine Coast Guard, as well as other neighboring countries in the region, has been a topic of concern and discussion. There have been reports and of incidents where the China Coast Guard has displayed aggressive behavior towards its neighboring counterparts. It is worth noting that territorial disputes and conflicting claims over certain maritime areas have been ongoing in the South China Sea for many years. These disputes involve multiple countries, including China and the Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, and others, like Japan as well. The China Coast Guard's actions, as perceived by some, have been seen as a form of intimidation and bullying. The tensions in the South China Sea have raised concerns about the potential for escalation and the impact on regional stability. More often, suggestion to these issues where it is important for all parties involved to find peaceful and diplomatic resolutions to these disputes. This can be achieved through open dialogue, negotiations, and adherence to international laws and agreements. But China keep on avoiding and refusing to do so. Efforts have been made to address these issues, such as the establishment of the Code of Conduct in the South China Sea between ASEAN and China. This code aims to promote stability, prevent incidents, and manage disputes in the region. However, progress has been slow and tensions continue to persist. That's because of China. In order to ensure peace and stability in the South China Sea, it is crucial for all parties involved to exercise restraint and respect each other's rights and sovereignty. Diplomatic channels should be utilized and address concerns and find mutually acceptable solutions. The international community also plays a role in encouraging dialogue and promoting peaceful resolutions. But once again, China didn't want to accept any. While the situation between the China Coast Guard and its neighboring counterparts remains a complex and ongoing issue, it is really important that all stakeholders to work towards a peaceful and cooperative future in the region, which again China keeps failing. It fails. China fails to cooperate all the time. There were a lot of efforts, to do this, to discuss positive ways to work it around. But China, I think, the government of China right now was that greedy. China has consistently expressed you know, its dissatisfaction with what it perceives as interference by the United States in the regional conflict in the South China Sea. China believes that the United States' involvement in this territorial dispute undermines its sovereignty and disrupts the stability of the region. China argues that the South China Sea issue should be resolved through direct negotiations between relevant parties without external interference. China has been vocal in its criticisms of the United States military presence, freedom of navigation operations, and its support for countries involved in the dispute, such as Vietnam and especially the Philippines. This ongoing tension between China and the United States demonstrates the complex dynamics and at play in the South China Sea and the broader geopolitical competition in the region. China wanted to be the world superpower. China wants to overtake America to proclaim himself a world superpower. China's People Liberation Army's behavior in the South China Sea has indeed been a subject of concern and has led to increased tensions in the region. China's assertive actions, such as building artificial islands, militarizing them, and conducting naval operations in the disputed waters, have raised alarm among neighboring countries and the international community. These actions are seen as provocative because they challenge the territorial claims of other countries in the region without respecting others' sovereignty and threaten freedom of navigation. The South China Sea is a vital waterway through which a significant amount of global trade passes, and any disruptions or conflicts in this area could have severe economic consequences. It is important for all parties, really, to negotiate, but China doesn't want to negotiate. It is all, it is all propaganda. China makes it look like they are the ones, that doing the negotiation or effort in doing a peaceful dialogue, but it is actually different to what it should be. It is not happening. China, China's government, the Communist Party, is good, very good in their propaganda agenda. The actions of China speaks of it all. That its government wants to be the winner that takes it all. That's how China is. So we really cannot trust Xi Jinping's statement on this matter. We really cannot trust China's position because I am afraid, I fear that China will soon join Russia, Ukraine, the Russia-Ukraine Hamas-Israel war to take advantage on the situation for global dominance. The world has to be ready for it. You have to be ready. We have to be ready because World War III, is at our backyard. May God, may God have mercy on us. That is all. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for coming. And I hope to see you soon. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and share the message. See you again next time, my friends. See you again next time. Bye for now.